Marriage is a familiar thing because it is part of our life that we want to spend time with our loved one through halal relationship. I am also a person who wants to marry the woman that I love, but in married life, finance are very important aspect. Some people wants to marry after their finance are stabilized, but how long does it take to achieve finance stability in life? Meanwhile, it is difficult but not impossible for you to achieve finance stability before you married. For this reason, it is best that we get married before achieving stable finance, because until when do we want to postpone our marriage just to ensure our finance are stable before marriage? I'm Muhammad Al-Adib. I will tell you why we need to marriage before finance stable. Because late marriage can lead to decreased fertility. According to Berita Harian, Dr. A. Baskaran elaborate in the article on late marriage the reason for declining fertility. The woman fertility decreased after the age of 30. Closely related to this issue is if a person wants to get married after achieving stable finance when he is over 30, then he may also experience the same problem as in this article. Next is the fact that it's difficult to achieve stable finance. Why I need to talk like this? To talk like this because we can see now the young generation who are continuing their study at the university making PTPTN loans. When the student finish study, there is debt that must be paid by the student, which makes stable finance difficult to achieve. According to Sinar Harian, an article related to more than 500,000 PTPTN borrower not repaying their loan. Now you can see it's really hard to achieve the finance stability. That's related to us. Me as a student, I do make a loan to PTPTN, and when I finish my study, I know that I have to pay the debt. Because of this thing, we have to come to the reality that how can we get married before the financial is stable. Because of that, we have to get married before financial stable. Let's continue again. Some generation of Muslim now do not believe in sustain after marriage. Us as Muslim believe and trust in Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala is something that we need to apply in ourselves because it involves our faith. A person who believes in God must be sure that God will be bring sustenance to the person who get married, because this marriage is a good thing. Evidence that hints at this is the word of Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, which state, and married women who among you, as well as those who are pierced from among you, male and female slave. If their slave are the people fakir, God will provide them with sufficient from His abundance, and God is all-wise and all-knowing. As a result, the problem presented should make you realize that you married before achieving financial stability. But you might want to know you need to get married before your finances are stable. Let me tell you. First of all, after finishing your study and having a job, you can continue to get married if you already have a future wife or husband without thinking about the need to ensure your finances are stable. So with this, it is certain that when you get married, you are still young and can avoid the problem of infertility that occur in people who get married in the age of 30 and above. If you want your car installment and house installment to be paid, you may get married and at the 30 at the age of 30 fertility problem, and at the age of 30 and fertility problems may occur. If both you start working, you can combine the respective salary to pay the rent of an installment more quickly. When married, a person also start sustain will be given by Allah, but he also need to make an effort and cannot expect anything from Allah without effort. When you get married, you should do all kind of worship and good things such as giving alms, guiding your speech, and covering up other people's shame. Then God will bless such a person with a prayer to God to always be blessed with sustenance. That is the thing can you do when you get married before finance stable. Getting married young before having stable finance does not prevent one from being successful in life and having more stable finance afterward. If you already have a job during marriage, you can slowly ensure that your finance begins to stabilize, and when you marry at young age, you can have many children because you are still fertile. Another thing, however, you have to business. However, if you have no business but simply get married when your finance not stable, the marriage will end in divorce because the finance problem get worse, because you try to find a job and the marriage is not pleased by God when you often do a bad things. By now you should already know what you should consider to get married before your finance stable. When you already have prospective wife or husband, you can continue to look for a permanent or part-time work, at least indicating that you are trying to get married even if your finances are not stable. Because of this thing, get married before finance stable is not the thing that you cannot do, but this thing is the thing that you have to do and you can do, because get married before finance stable is the thing that our old generation already do, but now in the generation Z, they want to make sure their finance stable, their financial are stable first, and then after that they want to get married. That is the problem right now, because they not know about all the things that I say in my persuasive speech. Because of this, you already know what is the need for you to get married before financial stable. Not all people in this world should marry after their financial is really stable. You can choose to marry before financial stable as Muslim. Just put higher trust to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala and then wait and see. But you also have to make an effort to all the things that I say. If you want to get married before your finance stable. And I think that's all from me. Thank you for listening to my Mooc persuasive speech. Thank you.